Hello, everybody. It's Saturday afternoon, and I'm getting ready for church. Drill weekend, long day, really tired doing the whole morning early shift, being a night shifter. But just got out of the shower, and I'm going to talk about the night I had last night as I go through the shave. But it's kind of a thank you to Douglas and Fran. They came to an event that I'll get into later. But let me just I can get into the shave, and it's not too long. Let me show what I'm using. For the first time ever, I'm going to use the Phoenix pre-shave soap and lather buster. Got another one of these. They were generous enough to bring a bunch of those for everybody that was at this gathering. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to go back to a soap I haven't used in months, and just because I just kept collecting more and more. And that's the Coconut Bay. You can tell it's an old label. I got this fairly early on, my first few months of shaving. I'm going to my 28 millimeter 2-band high mountain white Kamada by Nathan Clark. And then since it's a thank you to them, I went with the only aftershave I have of theirs at the moment, which that will be changing. And Malboge. And I wore it last night, I'm gonna wear it again tonight, that's fine. Go ahead and wet my face, or excuse me, let me load my puck first. Or load my brush. Decided to use the I said I was going to use this anyways, but I decided to use my Kamada because it's such a big knot, and with these 8-inch tins, it just makes it so easy to load up, or at least I imagine it is. I think this might be my first time using it versus the smaller one. So to me, this might be the go-to brush for my large tins. But no, last night I talked about my previous video. My barbershop was having a get-together for just customers, and they had food, they had scotch, they had cigars, they had. I had all my. I brought my entire den with me, and so you're talking 40 soaps, 12 brushes, just the whole gamut of stuff, just to introduce people. And at the barbershop right now, they carry Soap Commander, and they also have a small supply, but they're getting to work with Douglas and Fran to bring their stuff in. They've got a couple things in there, but to try to get more of a variety. And so when we got this meetup, since they live just down the road, I think it's about 90 minutes or so, they decided to come down, which was awesome, and it was nice to finally meet them. Good load there, should be. And it was, to me, it was just, I'm going to go ahead and clean my hand here real quick. And now I'm going to do something, I'm going to use that pre-shave. I haven't used it before, wet my face. All right, I'm gonna rinse it off real fast. Be off camera for a sec. All right. Slippery floor, sorry about that. All right, let's go into the lather. Yeah, it was, so they came down and it was really nice. It was, they didn't really know what they were kind of walking into. They didn't know if it was just a true meetup of other shavers or what. So they brought down double open comb, a couple other, tin of gondolier, those pre-shave bars or pucks, and a couple other little, things to kind of like giveaways, kind of draw offs, door prizes, things like that. And it was just really cool because, like I said, they didn't really know what they were getting into, and they didn't realize that. I guess I didn't communicate it very well, but everybody there, for the most part, had no clue about shaving like we do. So it was just really cool to see them in an element, but it was to watch their demeanor. It's the first time I ever meeting anybody from the groups, but then also to see an artisan and to see them smelling the different soaps and get their reaction to soaps they hadn't smelt before. To talk to them about the business, about scent profiles, things like that. But then just observe, you kind of get their react, or just to see them in the crowd, because there was a diverse group of people, and they just went about, hanging out. I did pretty much I just hung out and talked about soaps and shaving, did some lathers and stuff, and they just hung out and socialized, and it was just, like I said, a great night. I really enjoyed getting to talk to them and meeting them, and I look forward to, we're doing an Arizona meetup hopefully in the next couple weeks. I look forward to meeting them again and meeting others, but it was a great time. Go fill up my bowl. Oh yeah, I forgot my razor. I'm using my Gem Junior Military Edition. For the shower soap, I also acquired a bar of their sandalwood bar soap. And it was my first time using their bar soaps and found it to be very enjoyable. Their sandalwood is definitely different than my other exposure, which is Art of Shaving. Theirs to me is more woodsy. I found that to be very pleasing. Had a nice scent to it while I was taking the shower. But yeah, we had people there. They were bearded, some without beard, some with other facial hair, clean shaven guys, people with sensitive skin. It's cool as one of the guys with sensitive skin. He got the double open comb, so I threw him a couple blades, and some guys bought some soaps while they were there. I wish I had pictures to share. They had a photographer there, but I don't have those yet. For anybody who may be watching in the Tucson area, it's Two Sons for Men. Or if you're from Phoenix and you're ever down this way, check it out. Yeah, it's just cool to see other people in the shaving element. To see what, like I said, to get other people's feedback that have smelt a lot of things or experienced products, or people with different noses, to see what they pick up and just kind of watching their reaction. Like I'm sure most artisans, actually I would dare to say all of them, but one thing I really noticed was the passion that they have for the products and the scents, and that was very apparent to me, because like as they pick up stuff, you could just see if it's something that really triggered a reaction to them. It was shown on their face, and it was like they're kind of geeking out. Especially Fran, I noticed she would just kept going back to smelling more and more soaps. Good lather. Already second pass loaded up, and I know I overloaded the brush, but hey, got tons of soap. That first pass was very, very nice. I'm interested to see. So that lather lathered up good. I don't feel like I overloaded it, so maybe there's something with that pre-shave bar. I don't, I'll have to try that again. Maybe I might do the same shave tomorrow without the pre-shave. Figure out how long I loaded versus the video, and then duplicate. But the first pass went nice and smooth. I don't traditionally use pre-shave anything. It's just usually shower and a bar soap. I think that shot right there, for those who haven't used single edges, you can kind of see the perfect angle there. It was nice and tucked up on the cheek like that. It's nice, just kind of rests up there. Yeah, like I said, you never know what to expect when you meet new people. You know, it's kind of really, I only knew a few people at the get together, so I was getting to meet a lot of new people, and I consider myself very social. But you always wonder, how are these people? You know, some people, like, you know, Douglas is very talkative on Facebook, um, but some people, you know, in person shut down. I didn't expect that from him, but you just never know. And it was just, like I said, just very easy. They had to deal with good old Tucson rush hour traffic too. So this was an early soap for me. It's got to be months. I'd say, dare I say, since the summer, maybe early fall when I last used this. I was gonna go with the beach, but I figured wasn't ready for that one yet. That's definitely more summer for me, at least the memories, the thought that it gives me. This one has the little bit of a darker, or not darker, but a little more like a deeper smell. I'm assuming that's the bay rum. Yeah, it's kind of funny because they were getting ready to leave. I don't know how many times we said goodbye because we'd be talking and then I'd say, oh, yeah, we really got to get going. We got a long drive ahead. And then Douglas and I would start talking about something and kind of go on and on. Both very talkative people. Can't remember what time they finally left, but I felt for them because they definitely had a ways to go. Luckily, at that time of night, traffic's nice and easy. One guy got they don't do straight shaves, but they do shavettes, shaves there. One guy, I think it was a younger gentleman, it was his mom, bought him one. And she picked out, I told her, go ahead and pick out any soap that you want to use. I didn't do the shave, by the way. I said, pick out whatever soap you want out of my collection. I didn't care if it was MDC. I didn't care what it was. I just said, pick out something. I loaded it up, got my salsa bowl, grabbed my Nathan Clark Air Force brush. Then I went to town making the lather. And then one of the barbers, Alex, shaved him up. And so that was really cool to kind of be in there for that. Can't remember the gentleman's name right now because I met so many people last night, but there was a guy from Australia that lives in Tucson. It's been shaving for a while. I'm hoping to talk to Danny to see if I can get in touch with him. Like there were just so many people, it was hard to remember all the details from everybody. I think there was about 30, they said. They were thinking it was going to be about a 2-hour long deal. From 6:30 to 7:30 we were kind of figuring. I didn't leave till almost 11. Cold water rinse real fast. But I stayed back and helped clean up, that kind of stuff. But just kind of relaxed because the whole night I was on my feet. Sat down, had a glass of scotch, and smoked a cigar out by the little fire pit they brought. That was a great shave. Got myself there. Had a little bump there before, so that's probably what that was. I'll go with the mail. To me, this worked last night perfectly because, like I said, people were drinking, people were smoking outside. But even with those competing smells, there's still kind of, I can still smell it on me. All right, that was like I said, great shave. Let me just end by once again, I want to thank the two of them for coming down. I know it's business per se, but really they brought stuff down, but they really weren't pushy. They weren't trying to be like, oh look, we're the business. I was more one saying, hey, if you got questions about soap specifically, these people are soap nerds, so they can answer. But I'll talk about the hobby and all that kind of stuff. So I was just really, like I said, they were there. Basically just like the rest of us, so I don't feel as if they were there trying to pitch their stuff, that kind of stuff. They were admiring everything there, talking up stuff. So I just really appreciated it. It was, like I said, it was more just very casual. And once again, you never know what to expect with people, and I was very pleased. Just very nice people to me, and I'm just happy they were able to come down. I look forward to seeing them again and seeing what they have coming down the pipeline. So everybody have a blessed day. And we will catch you later. It's off to church.